Kristen Stewart occupies a unique space in contemporary Hollywood. Few actors have navigated such a dramatic trajectory. From the blinding center of a global teen franchise that defined an era to the celebrated darling of international art house cinema, and now, an emerging filmmaker in her own right. Her journey, marked by intense fame, public scrutiny, artistic reinvention, and a quiet resilience, presents a compelling narrative of an artist constantly redefining herself. Stewart's career is not merely a sequence of roles, but an evolution, a deliberate movement away from imposed stardom towards authentic expression, both on screen and off. Career launch. The role that truly launched her career arrived when she was just 12 years old. Cast as Sarah Altman, the diabetic daughter of Jodie Foster's character in David Fincher's tense thriller Panic Room, in 2002, Stewart delivered a performance praised for its maturity and naturalism. Foster herself noted Stewart's rare confidence and instinctive talent for her age. While Stewart admitted to being initially freaked out by the scale of the production, she embraced the opportunity, driven by a love for storytelling. The role earned her significant notice and her first Young Artist Award nomination. Following the success of Panic Room, Stewart continued to build her resume with roles in films like Cold Creek Manor, in 2003, alongside Dennis Quaid and Sharon Stone, the children's heist film Catch That Kid, in 2004, and the drama Undertow, in 2004. While these films met with varying degrees of success, Stewart consistently demonstrated her burgeoning talent. A significant early milestone came with the Showtime movie Speak, in 2004. At just 14, Stewart delivered a powerful, critically acclaimed performance as Melinda Sordino, a high school freshman rendered mute by trauma following a sexual assault. This demanding role proved her capacity for dramatic depth and marked a turning point, showcasing her ability to tackle complex emotional material. She continued to appear in a variety of genres, including the family sci-fi adventure Zathura, a space adventure, in 2005, the drama Fierce People, in 2005, and the horror film The Messengers, in 2007. However, it was her supporting role in Sean Penn's critically acclaimed biopic Into the Wild, in 2007, that further solidified her standing. Playing Tracy Tatro, a young girl living in a commune who develops a crush on the film's protagonist, Stewart made a memorable impact with limited screen time. Capturing both youthful infatuation and vulnerability, the role earned her a Young Artist Award win and cemented her credentials within the independent film sphere. Kristen Stewart's breakout came at 17 when she starred as Bella Swan in Twilight, in 2008, launching her into worldwide fame alongside co-star Robert Pattinson. The 5-part saga, Twilight Through Breaking Dawn Part 2, became a $3 billion franchise and cemented Stewart as a teen icon. It also catapulted her earnings, starting at $2 million and reportedly totaling around $115 million by the final films, thanks to back-end deals. In 2012, Forbes named her the highest-paid actress with $34.5 million in earnings. The cultural wave, driven by devoted twihards, fueled massive media scrutiny, especially of her off-screen relationship with Pattinson. Though it brought fame and fortune, the role led to critical backlash and typecasting, challenges she would address with bolder roles later in her career. Following her blockbuster success with Twilight and Snow White and the Huntsman, in 2012, Kristen Stewart made a deliberate shift toward independent cinema, seeking roles that challenged her artistically and distanced her from mainstream expectations. She gravitated toward emotionally complex characters in films like Camp X-Ray, in 2014, Still Alice, in 2014, Equals, in 2016, Certain Women, in 2016, Lizzie, in 2018, J.T. Leroy, in 2018, and Seberg, in 2019. Her turn in Still Alice stood out for its emotional depth, despite not being the central focus of the film. A defining chapter in this period was her partnership with French director Olivier Assayas. In Clouds of Sils Maria, 2014, Stewart played a personal assistant to Juliette Binoche's aging actress, a performance that earned her France's prestigious César Award for Best Supporting Actress, making her the first American actress to win in 30 years. Their collaboration continued with Personal Shopper, 2016. a haunting exploration of grief and connection that further elevated her critical standing. Through these bold choices and artistic risks, Stewart successfully reshaped her image and gained the respect of critics, affirming her place as one of the most compelling talents of her generation. Kristen Stewart's return to the mainstream was marked by carefully curated choices, blending commercial appeal with creative depth. She led projects like Charlie's Angels in 2019, Underwater in 2020, and Happiest Season in 2020, the latter notably expanding LGBTQ+ representation in holiday rom-coms. Her crowning critical achievement came in Spencer, in 2021, where she portrayed Princess Diana with raw emotional precision, earning her first Oscar and Golden Globe nominations. The film, supported by Chanel's costume design, cemented Stewart's transformation into a formidable dramatic talent. She followed it with provocative roles in Crimes of the Future, in 2022, and Love Lies Bleeding, in 2024, earning praise for her fearless range. With upcoming titles like Sacramento, Love Me, and Flesh of the Gods, Stewart continues to redefine her career on her own artistic terms. Stepping behind the lens. Kristen Stewart, best known for her prolific acting career, has long harbored a desire to direct, a passion that publicly began taking shape with her 2017 short film Come Swim, a surreal piece that premiered at the Sundance Film Festival. She followed it with Crickets, part of Netflix's Homemade series during the pandemic, further showcasing her creative voice behind the camera. Now, Stewart is set to make her feature-length directorial debut with The Chronology of Water, an adaptation of Lydia Yuknovich's acclaimed 2011 memoir. Stewart co-wrote the script with Yuknovich's partner Andy Mingo, and the film is produced by Scott Free Productions. The story stars Imogen Poots as Yuknovich and delves into deeply personal themes including trauma, addiction, sexuality, grief, artistic expression, and healing through swimming. With its raw, non-linear structure and feminist lens, the memoir is widely regarded as an anti-memoir, providing Stewart with a powerful foundation for her cinematic vision. Bringing the project to life was not easy. Stewart openly discussed her difficulties in securing funding, even declaring she would quit acting until the film was made, highlighting how personally meaningful the story is to her. After years of effort, principal photography took place in the summer of 2024 across Latvia and Malta. The film will premiere in the Uncertain Regard section at the 2025 Cannes Film Festival. Reports indicate that Stewart agreed to trim the film's runtime to meet festival guidelines. With The Chronology of Water, Stewart continues her artistic evolution, now emerging as a serious director with a distinctive, emotionally rich voice, one that seeks to explore the complexities of womanhood, identity, and the redemptive power of art. Personal life. Kristen James Stewart entered the world on April 9, 1990, in Los Angeles, California. Born into the heart of the entertainment industry, her formative years were spent in the San Fernando Valley. Her father, John Stewart, worked as a stage manager and television producer, while her mother, Jules Mann Stewart, originally from Australia, pursued careers as a script supervisor and filmmaker. This environment provided early exposure to film sets, yet Stewart initially harbored no ambitions of acting herself. Her early interests leaned towards working behind the camera, perhaps as a screenwriter or director. She grew up alongside an older biological brother, Cameron, and two adopted brothers, Dana and Taylor. Her path into acting was somewhat serendipitous. Despite her industry surroundings, it was a performance in a grade school Christmas play at the age of 8 that caught the attention of a talent scout. This unexpected discovery led to minor television roles, including a non-speaking part in the Disney Channel movie, The 13th Year, in 1999. Her feature film debut came in The Safety of Objects, in 2001. Stewart attended local schools until the 7th grade, after which her increasing acting commitments led her to continue her education through distance learning and correspondence, ultimately graduating high school through this method. Kristen Stewart's relationship history has been as high-profile and evolving as her career. She first dated actor Michael Angarano from 2004 to 2009, whom she met on the set of Speak. Her most publicized romance was with Twilight co-star Robert Pattinson, lasting from 2009 to 2013. After their split, Stewart entered a series of relationships that reflected her growing openness about her identity, including with Alicia Cargile, musician St. Vincent, French singer Soko, and model Stella Maxwell. Since 2019, she has been with screenwriter Dylan Meyer. The two got engaged in 2021 and in April 2025, tied the knot in an intimate ceremony at their Los Angeles home. They're also creative partners, working together on Stewart's directorial debut, The Chronology of Water,